Just wanted to say quickly, we are really grateful. We've seen his work at the border, the southern border. You know, I'm following all the videos that he's doing there. We are just grateful as a state for his representation of our state there. Thank you.
Good morning. I apologize for running in and out, but I wanted to be sure I had a chance to come by before I caught my flight. I have to go to a wedding in Philadelphia. But Omar, thank you, and thank you to the board of the Dream Center for the work you have done for many years to welcome and settle refugees here in our wonderful state as we celebrate World Refugee Day. You know, America has always been an example to the world, a country that welcomes refugees that are fleeing violence and war and famine, and it's one of the things that has distinguished our great country from so many other countries. And even though we're in a moment where there are forces in this country that are challenging that history and trying to create a different impression of America, I know that the true spirit of this country will prevail, and we will continue to be a country that welcomes people who are fleeing some of the most difficult moments in their lives. I have tried as hard as I can in my role in Congress to be sure that we honor that great history and great responsibility by making sure and fighting for increasing the number of refugees that we accept significantly, by being sure that we're providing resources to fund properly the resettlement programs and the other responsibilities that we have to help those who come to our country. But this is, you know, refugees who come here, it is not only our moral responsibility, but they make enormous contributions to the communities that they resettle in. They bring great traditions and great stories and great music and great food and great values. And we have a responsibility to continue to hold ourselves up as a country that recognizes our international responsibilities to welcome refugees. You know, we should not forget that Rhode Island has a special responsibility because Rhode Island was settled by a refugee. Roger Williams came to Rhode Island because he was fleeing religious persecution. And it's also important to remind people that the refugees that we're seeing arrive at the border today are fleeing unbelievable violence, gang violence, domestic violence, persecution. They are legally entitled to petition to remain here under our law. These are not people who are breaking the law. They are trying to avail themselves of the right that they have to claim asylum, to have their petition heard, and the idea that we're separating these individuals who have come, particularly moms with children, we're separating their children from them in this process is immoral, it's wrong, it is not, does not represent the values of this country. And so I think we're gonna all see the will of the American people prevail and these horrible practices end. But on World Refugee Day, let's all use this as an opportunity to reaffirm the very wonderful history of our country as it relates to be a welcoming place. You know, the very words on the Statue of Liberty, you know, give me your tired, your weak, those yearning to be free. Let's live up to those ideas. I know everyone here knows that and does, but thank you.